Well, when we say that Jesus is God, we have to be very careful to qualify what we mean by that. We mean, when we say that Jesus is God, that Jesus has a divine nature, but he also has a human nature. Obviously, his human nature is not a part of his deity. It's a manifestation of his humanity. Now, you have two problems when we deal with the whole question of the Trinity and the Incarnation. The classic explanation or formulation for the Trinity is this: that God is one in essence, but three in person. That is, the three persons of the Godhead, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And they are all, as one essence, fully God, co-eternal, and co-substantial in terms of their power and dignity and their being. But in the Incarnation, you have just the opposite. Instead of one essence and three persons, you have one person with two essences, or two natures. And those two natures are the divine and the human. And we have to be very careful not to confuse the divine and the human natures of Jesus, because if we do that, what we end up with is a deified human, or a humanized deity, which in and of himself is neither really human or divine. And the church has had to wrestle with that in past ages, and that's why they're very careful to distinguish between the two natures of the human and the divine. And so when we say that Jesus was God, we don't mean that the whole of Jesus was divine, because the human nature was not divine. But he had a divine nature, and that's what we're saying when we say Jesus is God. We're saying that he is God incarnate, God united with the human nature.